Hey, this is the Manfuzed Podcast. I am Kay Lee, audio producer, also voice artist, sitting here with my co-host, Ben H.
What's up?
This week on Manfuzed, we're going to talk about how you handled the Amber Heard or Johnny Depp in your life, because they both seem crazy to me. And we're going to talk about how an adult toy made its way onto a teacher's wish list and delivered to my daughter's school. But first, back from vacation.
Yeah, man. Physically back. Mentally, I'm still there.
You're living the salt life, bro.
Salt life, all the way.
You're a salty dog.
All the way, every day. Dude, one of my favorite things to do is to go out into the ocean and find, like, flats. Do you know what flats are?
You mean like a sandbar-ish type?
Sandbars.
Yep.
Areas in clear water, anchor out, and just freaking swim.
So when you're on the sandbar...
Swim and fish.
It just dips off, like, deep on each side of it, right? But the sandbar could be...
It's huge. I mean, the ones that we go to are pretty big. I mean, the area where you know, like where we just were down in the Gulf Coast, I mean, this thing is a mile across,
Wow.
Yeah. But it's out in the middle of, 25, 30 foot water, and then all of a sudden it's, 2 feet deep, 1.5 feet, clear.
Did you see any sharks while you're there?
I did.
What kind?
Did. We saw a hammerhead and I believe...
Bull?
A sand shark.
Okay.
No, I don't believe it was a bull. It could have been a bull, but I think it was a sand shark.
How close was it to you? Like, you were in the boat?
We were in the sandbar situation, like I was telling you about. We're anchored. There's an area above my motor that it's a platform. You can stand up really high to spot fish.
Uh-huh.
And I was fishing off of there, and we're anchored. And Jack and Jen are in the boat, and I saw him. I mean, he was 6, 7 foot. We see a lot of big stingrays, manta rays. Yeah,
that's awesome. Stingrays are dope, dude.
Real sick.
Well, I'm glad you're back, Ben.
I have a relationship with stingrays.
Oh, yeah?
The place where our house is called Stingray Point.
Oh.
Right out in front of our house is a freaking stingray breeding ground. Stingrays everywhere.
And you got to be careful, though,
small,
with those things.
You don't want to step on a stingray.
No.
You don't want to step on a
Those barbs will fuck you up.
They will. Bad. Now, with that being said, they don't want anything to do with you.
Right.
That you're in their situation. So, like, for example, if you were standing in the water and a stingray was coming towards you, it would notice you about probably 6 feet away and go the other way. In most cases, you never even see a stingray because it is avoiding you.
Right.
Now, the problem comes when the water is still, when there's no one there, and they're buried and they're resting in the sand, and you just step on them. They don't know you're coming. They don't see you. If they see you, they will freaking scat off fast.
Right.
So, send the dog, and the dogs, canines, an old-timer down at St. Teresa says that, old Mr. Moore says that... Shout out to Mr. Moore down at St. T. Dogs have a deal with God that they'll never get hit by a stingray. You can send a dog into an area that is just a stingray every foot. They'll run full speed in there. They won't get hit. Now, those stingrays will scatter like crazy.
Right.
For man, not so much. A lot of people step on them. I walk very slowly, pole in front of me. Yeah, it's kind of cool, man.
They can bury themselves under the sand.
Well, you can see them, though. I mean, you can see them, especially if you know what you're looking for. Really, the scariest ones to me are the babies, the really small ones. Because they're not as acute a sense of awareness, and they're small and it's hard to see them. And, dude, the big ones are like, they know you're coming like freaking 10 feet away, dude.
So in front of the house, the beach house, they're fucking just like mad dogs.
Well, all along the Gulf Coast, there's stingrays, but particularly where we are is an estuary and a breeding ground for many types of sea life. We have manatees, we have dolphins, baby dolphins swimming around everywhere. Freaking all types of marine life breeds in this estuary.
Do you swim in the estuary?
Yes.
And when you walk up, you can just see them like everywhere?
Yeah, the water needs to be clear. Sometimes the water's clear, sometimes it's not. It just depends on the weather. But when the weather is clear, you can really see them.
Dope, dude.
Now, when the weather is not clear and it's dark and murky, it's freaky because you can't see them and they can't see you. And really, honestly, them seeing you is more important than you seeing them.
You know what? I have a problem wrapping my head around me going in some dark and murky ocean water because you don't know what the fuck is coming. Not that you being able to see could stop some of the potential run-in with wildlife when you're in the water.
I promise you, none of that stuff wants to run into you either. You really want them to be able to see you. You know, so the murkier the water, they can't see you either.
Yeah, you look like food.
Well, you might smell like food, but you certainly don't look like it.
That's right. But you ain't going to taste like it.
You ain't going to taste like it. You know, it's interesting because my great-grandparents bought property at this beach in the 50s. My grandmother grew up there as a child. My mother grew up there as a child, and all her brothers and sisters. I grew up there as a child. And now Jack is getting to grow up there as a child. Now, my point in saying that, in all that time, and there's a lot of sharks out there, not one shark attack that anybody has ever heard of. Now, I don't want to be the first, and I'm not saying that there couldn't be one, because we have bull sharks, for sure.
And those fuckers are aggressive.
And they will hit somebody, for sure. Yeah, like they do at Destin in Panama City, and it's the same sharks. Only it's 100 miles down the coast,
right? Which they can do in a fucking half a day or fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but we would try to be as respectful as possible to the marine life, and we do a lot of catch and release fishing.
Do you catch and eat too?
We caught a really nice sea trout. Which are delicious. It's a beautiful fish. But we didn't throw him back. We threw him right in the cooler.
Right.
And
sorry, fat guy.
Stuffed him with some lemon and rosemary and olive oil, salt and pepper, and threw him on the green egg whole.
Well, you look tan.
Thanks,
dude.
You
look tan.
I feel tan. You know what it's like to feel tan?
Yeah, I don't feel that way right now.
Yeah.
Even though half of my arms are sleeved out. So,
dude, you feel tan. You feel a little bit more buff. A little bit more thin.
I do know that.
A little bit more good looking, even though maybe you are, maybe you're not, but it doesn't matter because you feel that way.
Well, dude, my wife is a professional spray tan artist. And
if I could be a bug on her shoulder.
Yeah. She sees a lot of TNA.
Or maybe you wouldn't want to.
Yeah, no, she's got a pretty high-end clientele. But every now and then, I'll get sprayed. And when I do, every single time, I'm like, damn, I need to do this all the fucking time.
Because you look in the mirror and you're like,
dude, I'm
look at
me.
Dude,
all my fucking abs are showing, all the fucking ripples.
Yeah, you go from like a keg to a six-pack.
We got to talk about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. People are binging on this defamation trial right now, playing out in front of the world.
I'm on Team Johnny.
We're men, Ben.
I mean, no doubt it's a crazy lifestyle.
Naturally, we all know a crazy bitch, and I feel like, it's her fault. But really, they're both fucked up.
For sure.
They are both crazy, and what's obvious to me is you've got two crazy kind of people consuming alcohol and drugs.
Doing blow,
drinking. I mean,
dude, the guy's just partying hardcore.
He spends like $100K a month on wine or something.
All over the world, just balling out, partying.
And what you have here, something that started hot and heavy, just like every relationship, is glorious.
Yeah.
This person elates me. I'm on cloud 9. And then it's like, you fucking whore.
Yeah.
And then something happens and the honeymoon phase is over and the real people come out and the insecurities and the toxicity mixed with the drugs and the coke. What a great time it sounds like.
Yeah.
Now you've got World War II inside your fucking home and you're married to this person. So...
And World War III and 4 and 5, and it never stops.
Right. From some of the accusations she's made, it's really affected his career, especially during this Me Too movement, over the last few years. And so Johnny Depp obviously feels like his name has been tarnished. And so he's fighting back in court to try to clear his good name and he's suing for a ton of money, which, you're looking at the unraveling of a very toxic relationship where both people are to blame. After just paying attention to him and then her, and then I'm like, and Elon Musk, who Amber Heard has dated, is like, yeah, that bitch is fucking crazy.
This stuff was happening like 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Right, but I haven't heard about any other Johnny Depp's past relationships. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, I'm sure they'll be brought in for testimony here, I would imagine, but I haven't heard of anybody saying he was an abusive individual.
Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, they're, like you said, they're abusing drugs, they're abusing alcohol, they have an unlimited budget. After a while, it would just get kind of crazy to live that kind of lifestyle.
Oh, my God.
And so you can see how, like, flare-ups would occur and, you know, things of that nature. Now, some of the stuff they're talking about on there is nuts, dude.
She shit in his
Next
bed.
level. Yeah, that was a really interesting revelation.
Left a little drop.
I don't know if he can press charges for that, but it's certainly abuse.
His 900 thread count satin sheets just tarnished by
Hopefully they were in a hotel.
Yeah.
Amber shit the bed again.
Yeah. And she did it out of spite.
This time it was out of spite.
It wasn't an accident. She's like, I fucking shit your bed.
Is that what she did? Was it like to take a shot at him?
Yeah.
You know, he's suing her for tarnishing his name.
It's a defamation trial.
How would it make you feel if someone put your stuff out like she did?
It's awful. She's a woman. And typically women in this day and age, regardless of what really happened, I mean, anybody could say that you abused them, raped them, and initially, once someone hears that, you're guilty.
Yeah.
Whether it happened or not, because why would she ever make up something like that? Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen to women all the time, where they are telling the truth. I'm not saying that, all women who make those claims are falsifying it.
Crazy how when people get divorced, they like absolutely just sometimes, dude, just go out and torch each other. And that's it, man. You know, you're in it together. I like when I see when people get divorced and they just kind of say, hey, you know, like, I don't hate you and stuff like that. It's just not working out. Like, let's do the right thing here and, you know.
Right.
Let's be cool about this. It's like you're dealing with such high emotions and tensions and stuff like that. What if they get back together after the trial?
That's one.
This is the healing that they've needed.
Yeah. Everybody knows everything now. Let me ask you a question, Ben, and I'll weigh in on it. It's yet to be determined, and I don't know if, you know, her being a woman and making these accusations, and Johnny Depp did go first, which, you know, after his few weeks of testimony, you're like, go, Johnny.
Team Depp.
But then now he's got to sit there and listen to the second portion, which is going to be nice and fresh in the minds of the public and in the jury. The strategy's been different. She's been looking the jurors in the eyes a little bit more than Johnny did because that's what her attorneys told her to do.
And the question's not whether or not you like her. Do you believe that he abused her physically and sexually?
Do you believe that she didn't do the same to him?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that she did.
Yeah. I mean, she like is missing like a tip of his finger or something.
You know, she could just say, well, you know, I was just fighting back. I was defending myself against this monster.
This monster. Captain Jack.
Slaps me in the face and puts his dick in my mouth.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That took a turn. That is not, we do not support that type of sexual misconduct here.
I'm saying that's what she's saying.
Unless you want it that way, and then we're in full support. Ben, I think we've all dated people that, you know, we thought were on some level of crazy. I don't know that I've ever had Amber Heard level crazy. I kind of have, but not to the point where they made shit up.
Yeah.
Or went and divulged every aspect to, obviously, I'm a nobody, so who cares? And when I had some of these relationships, social media wasn't even a thing. You probably have to get a billboard to tell, you know, even a quarter of the people. So how did you survive the, we'll call it Amber Heard of your life?
Well, I'll be completely honest with you, man. I'm pretty good about sniffing them out early. Real early.
Smelling the crazy before it just unleashes.
Yeah, exactly. And so I've been pretty good at that throughout my life. Obviously, I've had unsuccessful relationships, and I think everyone has. And, you know, I'm partially to blame for that, and so is the other person. At the end of the day, though, what are we really talking about? You're looking for a mate. You're looking for a mate. At least I was looking for a mate. And so when I discovered that person wasn't going, I'm not going to be able to put up with this shit, I'm out, dude. Peace. Nice knowing you.
I don't know who you're thinking of in your mind, but don't you think now, if you look back, you're like, man, I stayed way too long, way longer than I should have.
Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. Like sometimes you look back and it's like, man, that could have gone a month shorter easily.
Yeah,
easily.
Why would I ever have put up with that?
Yeah.
And it could have been her ass. You get into that comfort zone of having somebody all the time.
Well, you're an imperfect person trying to deal with another imperfect person. And that's pretty tricky.
Yeah, no, that's very tricky.
That's pretty tricky because, I've heard a therapist say everyone is an expert on their spouse.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when people come into couples therapy,
of course,
all they want to talk about is exactly what is wrong with the other person.
Let me tell you something about you that you don't know.
And the truth is, only you can change things. So, like, for me, when I see something's not working, I remove myself from that situation. That's business-wise. That's anything-wise. Now, obviously, I've had some nasty, breakups or fights and arguments and things like that. But, you just kind of got to apologize for whatever you did and, hope that there's no hard feelings. And I think letting go, forgiveness is a big part of letting go, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's
definitely
what Johnny and Amber are doing right now is letting go of these things that they've been holding on to.
I don't think that they're
long.
forgiving each other too much.
After all this is over, though, I forgive you.
I love you.
And I love you. Let's go to Tokyo.
Yeah. I want you to shit in my bed again. I don't care. You can poop in my bed anytime you want.
No, it's a horrible thing, man, especially if everything they're talking about is true. Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
And I try to be open-minded and I look back at, what was my part in some of the craziness? Was it some of my insecurities that set some of the events off? And I say, no, Ben. No.
Definitely.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
How did you get through the Amber Heards of your life?
Well,
I didn't.
Oh.
I married her.
I married her. She's upstairs right now.
Listening.
Yeah. Waiting for this to be over.
Breaking glass.
Seriously. So,
seriously.
No, not serious. Not like she's not an Amber Heard, but my wife isn't. But, I dated this stripper once. One of the strippers I ended up dating with, but I ended up living with her.
Really?
Yes. We didn't start off as dating. We were roommates. And I was living with two girls because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
Want women, Yeah. And then I started banging one of the chicks.
Yeah.
And the other one wanted some, but she got pissed off because we were like sneaking and shacking up at night. And so she ended up moving out.
Yeah.
And then I ended up moving one of my friends in.
Yeah.
And it was me and the girl I was dating. And my buddy, who owns a moving company, who my buddy Adam.
Yeah.
And
no way, dude. That's crazy.
Listen to this. This bitch was so off her rocker. So when I met her, she wasn't a stripper.
Wow.
But when this bitch drank, dude, it was like Jekyll and Hyde. One night, I'm at work.
Yeah.
I'm working as a body piercer.
Yes.
And I remember getting a call from Adam while I'm at work. It's like a Saturday night. I'm busy as shit.
Oh, no.
This is before cell phones, really. So I guess he called my work.
Yeah.
Or he called the payphone because my boss at the time got so irritated about everyone wanting to use our phone. He had a payphone installed right in the lobby.
That's amazing.
So we gave out that number and the payphone would ring and inside the shop we'd be like, "What up?"
No
hey,
way. That's hilarious.
Swear to God.
There's no more payphones, are there?
Somewhere.
There must
I'm
be.
sure. I mean, AT&T probably has a few of them out there.
Yeah, they have to.
Good luck finding one. You probably, in the city of Atlanta, there's probably
I'm gonna go
less
out and
than
look.
20.
I'm going to look around for
I wonder
a
if you
payphone.
could search it in your Google right now and it tell you where a payphone was.
Let's just see.
I wonder if it'll say, "Idiot, just use your phone."
It's like you're on a phone, guy. One comes up 192 miles away.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. It's close.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really Do that. Do you know there's a tanning salon right here at your house called Coco Bella Tanning?
That's my wife's tanning company.
No way.
Yes, sir.
I want to get sprayed.
You just want your mankini area sprayed?
Yeah, dude.
She'll give it a glow. She'll give it a glow it's never seen before.
No, I just want my just my face.
Oh, well, yeah, she does that.
Does she?
Yeah. I just get my taint every now and then. It's called a taint tan.
I like to see it black.
I want a tan taint. Some people bleach their assholes. I have her spray mine black.
That's so gross. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
So getting back to what I was saying, he said, "Oh my God, that's disgusting." So I answer the phone, and my buddy Adam's like, "Dude, you need to get home right now." And I'm like, "What's going on, dude?" "Your girlfriend, dude." I said something that set her off. She's in the kitchen sharpening knives.
Holy shit.
She threw all my shit outside on the lawn.
Oh my God.
I tried to stop her from slamming the door. She broke my toe.
Oh my God. No way.
When I got home, dude, which I didn't come rushing home, I had to finish my shift. You could have landed a helicopter on Adam's big toe.
Oh my God, dude.
It was so swole.
Oh my God.
He couldn't even wear a shoe.
She wasn't just abusing you. She was abusing your friend too.
Yeah, she didn't abuse me. She abused him.
Oh my God.
Before she threw his shit out, they were hiding in his bedroom with the door locked and was like, "Dude, she's gone batshit fucking crazy." And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" So I came home. It was like 12:30 at night, expecting chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Adam had already taken off. He said, "I'm fucking going somewhere else." And I show up. The place is trash.
Oh my
dude.
God.
And she's passed out in the bed. What the fuck? I said, "Adam, we're moving out." And we left her with the lease.
Did you really?
Fuck yeah.
Bye.
But what's fucked up, I ended up sort of dating her a little bit after I moved
No
out.
way.
But I was like, "I'm not living with you." It scared me.
You were scared
Fuck
for your
yeah.
life.
Have you ever been involved with somebody that went to that extreme? That's
No.
like, yeah, I mean, she's a stripper, though. So what else do you expect? We talked about it on previous Manfuzed episodes, I
Some of
believe.
them are just trying to pay their child support. Some of them are just trying to get through college.
This bitch wasn't.
No, they
One
must
of
be in
the
it for
two.
the price. I hear they make a lot of money, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're
I
hot,
bet nowadays.
a lot of these chicks don't even have to, like, do, like, much. I mean, they get regulars who just want to come and just hang out with them and pay them fucking fuckloads of money. I'm not
amazing.
saying there aren't girls in there sucking on the cock.
Yeah.
But, I mean, most of these chicks, they get regulars, ballers, and dudes come and just fucking spend money and just pay them just to sit with them. You know, just like some of these sugar daddies. Good portion of them that want to, want the happy ending, but some of them just want the fucking attention.
Yeah.
And they have the money, they don't care.
Right.
So yeah, man, I got the fuck away. That's how I handled the Amber Heards of my life.
You moved out.
Moved on.
Yeah.
See ya. You fucking crazy. And, and I've always been pretty good at sniffing out what someone's like, because we all go through that honeymoon phase, and I think, and I do it too. I guess when you first meet somebody, you're on your best behavior.
Of course.
You are as polite as you can be. Within 6 months, tops, I would say the number's even less. 3 months, you can pretty much chalk it up where you've gotten to see the true colors of a motherfucker, of an individual, by that 3-month mark. They have shown it.
And angles, too, where you don't like the way they look. That was always a big thing to me, is like, people have weird tweaks and stuff like
She
that.
turned from east to west, and it looked like Sloth from the Goonies.
I didn't like that or whatever. Or just the attitude thing, you know what I mean? Like how people respond in certain situations.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Also the kind of music that you listen to and stuff. I mean, dude, all that stuff needs to line up.
Or how you treat, like, your servers.
Dude, yes.
Dude, that's
That's a big deal.
People that wait on you,
Yes.
or that you go, that have to deal with you on a service level.
Absolutely.
How do you treat them? Because if you treat them like shit, how do you think she's going to, or he or she's going to treat you once
That's right.
they have their claws.
Once they have power over you, because that's why they treat people that way, because they feel as if they have power over them.
Right.
And they're serving me.
Once they feel you have invested enough time to where you just won't walk away on a dime, especially if you've moved in with them, or you know what I'm saying? Well, then they've really got you. But like once they feel like you're not going anywhere over this, you know, then they start trying to conform you and see what they can get away with. And, you know, which is bad because sometimes you get involved with maybe even someone worse than Amber Heard or a guy or girl. They will beat the shit out of you until they're murders every day over that shit. Where it's
crazy.
like, how does a woman get away from this guy who's like, they've beaten them down so much, alienated them from their friends and family, so that that person feels like the only person they have is the abuser.
That's right, yeah.
And that's a fucked up
Happens
place
a
to
lot.
be. And it's actually probably much easier to fall into that trap. Most people be like, that would never be me. And chances are, you, Ben, probably not. Me? No, because we're pretty strong-willed. You meet that one person that maybe you just want more than anybody you've ever felt before, maybe you will accept that behavior. You never know. I mean, I can't say that, you know. It's like someone saying, I'll never be a drug addict or I'll never fucking do, but once you've gotten a taste
Never
of it.
say never.
Right. You don't know what the fuck can happen.
Never say never. A lot of it has to do with the way that you treat yourself as well, because you have certain standards for how you deal with yourself in your own life. That really is going to guide you in how you're going to deal with other people's standards for you in a relationship. Because definitely I can say that I see situations all the time. If you're married to someone, you've accepted their behavior. I mean, you've accepted who they are. You've accepted that as now you may not like it and you can get out of that relationship but to a certain extent, you have accepted it. And I think that has a reflection on like, what have you accepted in the way that you treat your own self?
I agree. The point of what we're saying, if you are in a Amber Heard relationship right now, want more for yourself, want better for yourself.
Do 75 hard.
Yeah, and
get out of the relationship and start 75 hard. And in 75 days, you will not give a shit
about them,
about that.
Their opinions, their threats. They will be nothing compared to 75 hard. Ben, moving on. My wife says I am the cause of a funny outcome, I guess you'd say, but very embarrassing at the same time. And I'm going to let you decide on how it should be handled. It'll be like a choose your own adventure.
Awesome.
Okay?
I'm great.
And now I'm going to be very open about this, okay?
All right.
The other night.
Thank you for being vulnerable.
I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to tell you of my shortcomings.
Yes.
And it was a shortcoming, okay? All right? So it was a... How do you like that tease?
I think I know what's coming.
So it was a Wednesday night, Ben. You were on vacation.
Hump day.
Yeah, it was hump day. My son had a baseball game, and it was a late game. It was like an 8 o'clock game, which puts us getting home at 9:30, trying to get the kids in bed so they can wake up for school in the morning. Needless to say, when they are up that late, they don't want to go to bed, and it's a fucking nightmare. So it is 11:30 at night. I am exhausted. I wake up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just got the kids down. They are asleep finally. I'm laying in bed. I mean, dude, I am fading quick when my wife says a statement to me that was very profound. She says, I need you to do me.
No way.
And I'm half asleep, literally about to fade.
That's
and I'm
amazing.
like, all right, fine, whatever. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I finished pretty quickly.
Yeah, you were tired.
I was, dude, no, seriously.
You're ready to go back
I was
to bed.
fucking exhausted. And that really just even put me to the next level. Like now, whatever energy I had built up is
really
gone. Which left her very frustrated because she had not finished. Okay?
Oh my God.
So here it goes. This is how I'm going back to the root of what happened.
Yeah. Let me just throw my analysis on top of this.
Okay.
She basically initiated this.
Oh, yes.
For herself.
Oh, yes.
She needed you to do her.
Right.
You did you.
Well, I did her, sort of.
Well, you didn't make sure that she got what she
No.
asked for
When I finished,
before you finished.
when I finished, I didn't even try to go any longer.
You were just done.
I was done, dude.
Yeah, it was like,
I
if
was
you
like,
didn't get it by then, it's over.
not coming from me.
Yeah.
So, she's bitching.
Yeah.
I'm fading. I'm
Right.
like, oh, that was amazing, babe. You felt wonderful.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You know, she's all frustrated.
Yeah.
So she reaches in her drawer,
Oh,
and it's not there.
the magic carrot.
Her little toy is not there.
Uh-oh.
All of a sudden, I hear the drawers being emptied.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's gone.
Like an addict.
The cleaning people must have taken it. I'm like,
Why would they do
why would
that?
the cleaning people take it? I'm like fading out.
Yeah.
That's where I fell out.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do remember falling asleep to the angry sifting and
Nonetheless-
emptying of drawers.
Nonetheless, completely relaxed, having gotten a surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise. Yeah. I mean, because normally,
Rendezvous.
if I would have initiated it that late at night, it would have been like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you, but I'm horny.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's where the story begins. So I didn't know that my wife still couldn't find it. And I don't know how she ended her evening. If she ended it with a happy ending for herself. I know she couldn't find her
you
toy.
still don't know.
No, I don't, actually.
It's a mystery.
I don't really care at this point. I'm so
Yeah.
far removed.
Yeah.
But I do care about the events that have followed. So she had gone onto Amazon. Thank you, Amazon.
Thank you,
found
Amazon.
herself a few new toys to order,
Yes.
and hadn't pulled the trigger on that.
It's just added to the cart.
It's in the cart.
It's in the cart.
It is ready to go.
It's ready.
Okay, so she didn't order it next day, but she did maybe that night. Maybe she was so frustrated,
Yeah.
couldn't find it. Went on. That's probably what happened. Went on Amazon,
Probably.
found two things. That looks cool. That looks fun. He'll like it. No, that's not what she said. I'm
Right.
sure. Added it to the cart.
Yep.
Well, this week at my kids' school, field day. Now the teachers have put together a wish list because of supplies that are needed for the field day, like water, boxes of chips. So my wife is she's not on like the PTA, but when a teacher asks, you shall receive. Now she's not going to order the whole entire wish list. So she chose 3 items off of the teacher's wish list and added them to the cart and hit purchase without thinking or even paying attention to the other 2 items that are in said cart.
Wait. And it's being shipped to...
The school.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Swear to...
Oh, my God.
So she doesn't
Dude,
notice.
that is special.
She doesn't notice until the next day when the shit's out for delivery. On Amazon, if you order something and you realize, oh, I need to add something to the order or I need to just delete that, you can go on and make an edit really quick. But once it's out for delivery,
That's it.
you're not stopping this train.
No.
One of them drivers already got it and they are delivering it.
Yes.
So I'm dying when she tells me what has transpired because the teacher is either going to think, and it's directed right at my daughter's teacher. What do? Do you let the teacher assume it's just a present for the teacher? And what are you trying to say by sending your kid's teacher, like if you were a teacher and you're getting chips and snacks and then there are 2 adult novelty items?
That's crazy.
Well, my wife's like, one of them is a back massager. I said, do you really think that
Is there like any bright pink penis looking ones?
No.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
What is it specifically that's being delivered to the school?
Ben, to answer your question, one of the items would be Satisfyer Pro 3.
Dang. Sounds good. Sounds like she was looking for a little satisfaction from Daddy and she didn't get it.
Correct. The other one is called the Chick Jasmine Clitoral Tongue Teaser.
Dang. Those are going to the school?
Well, to the teacher.
To the teacher.
Correct.
What a shit show. When are they delivered?
Yesterday.
What did you do?
We haven't done anything yet.
You haven't even said anything?
No. What do you fucking say? There was a mix-up.
Oh my gosh, dude.
No, the teacher hasn't said anything. Maybe the teacher thought that they were a gift. But then is the teacher going to be like, why would she think that I would need these items as a gift? And is she opening that box in front of the students and then like going out like, whoa.
Oh my gosh, dude. That is
what
crazy.
do you do?
Nothing.
Just act like it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be awkward every time you... What about the parent-teacher conference?
I have something that we've been holding on to for you.
Did you get my present?
So there's something we've been meaning to talk to you guys about.
Right. Like, I mean, dude, how awkward.
So awkward.
Anybody listening, what would you do? Would you say, hey, there was a mix-up, some stuff got added to my cart that I didn't expect to go to you, but then how does that make you look? And I'm like, how does that make me look?
Yeah, you're making me look like I'm some guy that doesn't get you off when you asked for it.
Sorry, my loser limp dick husband can't
make it happen. I need backup.
Yeah, can't send me to the glory land.
Oh my God.
Can't send me to Pleasure Town, so I have to rely on these battery operated fucks.
God. See, bro, if you would have just done her right.
I was tired, Ben. I was tired, man. It's a real thing, dude. I was exhausted. You know what time I wake up every morning? You know how much little sleep I get each night?
Don't you love it, though, when you do get it like that sometimes where they're just like, oh, no, you just go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Got some the other night, whether she wanted it that way or not.
Right.
I took what I can and I ran.
Yeah, you did.
Now, I didn't know it was going to be like that. Sometimes y'all women are fucking crazy with your fucking parts and shit. Like, I'm easy, dude. Like,
it's a little more complicated.
Right.
It's chess versus checkers.
Sometimes, depending on the mood or the fucking stars, your body's just not fucking tingling like it normally does. Or, fuck, you had a couple drinks and now you're numb. And so I'm got to fucking do a marathon.
Use your foot.
I got to say the alphabet. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, so you know what? So I'm openly admitting it, all right? I failed.
Yes.
But then my wife, and she wants to turn it around on me, saying it was my fault. I'm like, I didn't put that shit in the cart, and I didn't press purchase before evaluating what was in said cart. So really, this is all you. My wife's like, you've got to contact the teacher. That makes it even weirder. I mean, that's a whole nother level.
I hate to say, dude, I'm kind of with Aaron on this. I mean, no doubt she's the one that made the order. She is. But the reason why she made the order is because there was an item missing. And the reason she was looking for that item which was missing is because somebody was a little too tired.
Someone couldn't man up and take care of his wife.
Yeah. This is a perfect Amber Heard Johnny Depp story.
Oh yeah, she would have fucking,
because it's always something that leads to something else.
Oh yeah, something like this could be the trigger.
Yeah.
That just, he passed out, he drank too much wine.
That's right.
Snorted a little coke, couldn't get it up.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, you don't love me.
All of a sudden she's shitting in his bed, and it was because maybe she had asked him for something that he didn't give her.
The D. A hard D.
Whatever it might have been. Whatever.
D.
It could have been, anything. But, the point is that, oh man, that's nature's call right there, bro. That's fang, tooth, and claw. You got to make it happen. You got to use that thing.
Do I have a cricket sound effect? So I am to blame.
Well, I don't know if you're necessarily to blame for it being sent to the teacher, but certainly it's obvious to me that the reason why the order was made is something that was set off by,
I think we should have a talk with our cleaning people. They are responsible because she could not find her little man.
Yeah.
In the drawer.
Well, but you go a level deeper.
The root.
Why was she looking for the little man in the drawer?
Because my little man was no longer paying attention. There was no salute.
Somebody valued sleep over clitoral stimulation.
At Manfuzed, we value clitoral stimulation over sleep. Let it be known that Ben is taking up this mantle.
Yes.
For you women.
Yes.
Where I might pass out.
Yeah.
This is Manfuzed.
Peace.